This video hits at each level, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So, if you're thinking, the verb have, it's easy. Give me have had, that's more difficult. Then skip to this time. But, if you're thinking, have had, that's easy, that's like baby stuff. Give me had had, that one's difficult. Then skip to this time. Or if life is very confusing and you just want to cry, don't worry, you'll be fine. I love you, you're doing great. Just watch from now. So the verb have, it works like a normal verb, like do or go or drink. And in the present simple form, it looks like this. I, you, we, they have. He, she, it has. Have is usually for possession or actions which collocate, link to the verb have. For example, I have a sister. Remember, for he, she, it, she has a dog. With possession. In schools, they teach you this. However, with possession, it's much more common, much more natural to say it like this. I have got a sister. She has got a dog. More natural, more common is with the contraction. I've got a sister. She's got a dog. So if you're talking about possession, use have got. It's much more common, it's much more natural. Have is not just for possession, also actions collocate, link with have. For example, a little sleep is called a nap, and we say have a nap. Okay, for this, let's use present continuous. If it's happening now, it's present continuous. Two important things. One, don't forget the verb be and ing with that verb. Secondly, you won't use present continuous or any continuous tense with possessions. For example, I'm having a dog. No, but this is an action. You can use actions in continuous tenses. So I'm having a nap, that's fine. It's happening now. Ooh, a common mistake with have, especially for Latin language speakers. When you talk about your age, don't say, for example, I have 20 years old. No, it's not the verb have. You are 20 years old. That is a really common mistake, so don't make it. Let's use have in the negative. I, you, we, they don't have. He, she, it doesn't have. For example, you don't have good hair. Now, I realise I'm not anyone to judge hair. However, I think we can all agree that's not good. But I mean, still, it's not nice. And of course, the form in he, she, it. She doesn't have a heart. A common mistake I hear with this is this. You haven't good hair. I haven't a dog. This is really old-fashioned. No one says it. I don't know why schools teach it these days. Just, I guess, stop saying I haven't. Okay, questions. For I, you, we, they, it's do, pronoun, have. But remember I said with possessions, it's much better, much more natural to say have you got. Have you got a dog? And then for he, she, it, does he or she or it have a dog? But again, you can change this. It might sound better, might sound more natural to say has he got? Has he got a dog? So for possessions, that sounds better, sounds more natural. Some of you are thinking, can I say, have you a dog? Has he a dog? No, don't do that. This is all present tense, okay? But had, that's the simple past of have. So I, you, we, they had. And you will love this. He, she, it also had. I know, I'm excited too. So other actions which collocate with have, like interview, shower, chat. When talking in the simple past, use had. He had a shower. It's brilliant. It never changes. And the question form, for all pronouns, it doesn't change. Did you, I, we, they, he, she, it have breakfast, for example? And the negative form, didn't have. Again, this doesn't change with any pronoun. I, you, we, they, he, she, it. It's always didn't have. Did you have breakfast? No, I didn't have time. I told you that for possession, have got is the most common form, right? But not in past. For past possessions, don't say hadn't got. No, just say this one. I didn't have. Have also is an auxiliary verb. You need this in perfect tenses. It's a little bit more difficult, but don't worry, I promise it's not that bad. Have had. This is used in present perfect. Present perfect is about an experience which happened from a time in the past until now. Usually just an experience from your life. So from birth until now. For example, you want to say, I, in my life, did the IELTS exam. I have that experience. And this becomes, I have done the IELTS test. The form for I, you, we, they have, or for he, she, it has, and the past participle, or verb 3 you can call it, of that verb. Do, did, done. Have done, verb 3. But remember, with present perfect, you're not giving specific details about the experience, just that you did it. Again, from a past time until right now. So this could include today, this week, times which are still happening. So, I have eaten dinner last night. No, because last night is finished. But today is still happening. For example, have something to eat. You want to know, did they have something to eat today? From the beginning of today until now. It's present perfect. So she'll say, have you had anything to eat today? Remember, today, that's still continuing. She's asking from the beginning of today until now. And her answer can be, I've had a cherry. You can contract have, I've had. So when you see have had, it's talking about something happening from a past time until now. How about the negative? I haven't had anything. Haven't had. That's the negative. Remember, he, she, it hasn't had. When you start talking about the details, you're talking about specific things, specific times. Then you change to past simple. For example, oh my God, have you been to Brazil? That's present perfect, by the way. Yeah, I've been to Brazil. Oh my God, when did you go? That's past simple. I'm asking about a specific time. Cool, thanks. I went last year. Last year? Wow, that's a specific time. Who did you go with? I went with my family. You're really weird. So, experiences from a past time until now, present perfect. The specific times and the details, past simple. And finally, had. It's really not difficult, I promise. Stay here, don't go anywhere. Example question, where did you go on your holiday last month? That's a specific time, so, past simple. He went to London. Now, he wants to know, was it your first time? And he wants to say no. The year before, he had a holiday. How does he say that? You can say go on a holiday. You can also say have a holiday. So why did we use had? Well, this is the past perfect. This talks about an experience before a past experience. The form is always the verb had. I, you, we, they, he, she, it, always had. And again, the verb 3. In this case, have, had. So what he's saying is this. Last month, I had a holiday to London. But before that, I had a holiday to London last year. So this action happened before this action. And notice, they're connected. That's it. Those are the 2 reasons you use past perfect. This action happened before a past action and they're connected. That's why we use past perfect. If I show you in a negative, it might make more sense. Okay, let's imagine that holiday was his first time to London and he got lost because he doesn't know the city and it can get confusing. So, oh, did you like London? I got lost because I hadn't been there before. This happened in the past. Anything that relates to before this time, and if it's connected, then we use that past perfect tense. Very, very importantly, these 2 should be connected or related somehow. This is the reason for this, and we know that this happened first. And the question form. I went to London. Wow, had you been before? So again, remember, past perfect. It talks about something which happened or didn't happen before a past event. That's it. Ooh, and contractions. I had, I'd been before. So you'll notice with past perfects, often you'll see it with words like before or already. Yeah, I'd already been. So words like before or already, those often go with past perfect because you're talking about something which happened before a past action. Okay, I want to make this clear for you. So let's put all of those tenses in one situation. So a couple asking each other questions. We start with a past simple. When did you break up with your ex? This is past simple because it's a specific time. When? We broke up in September. Again, specific time, September, past simple. But wait, there's drama. He's thinking from a past time, September, until now, we've been together since September. Since September until now, that's present perfect. And he wants to know what happened first. The breakup or them being together? What happened first? He needs to use a past perfect question. Had that relationship ended before we got together? Did this happen first? That relationship finished before we got together. So because she used past perfect, that indicates that happened first. So actually, we don't need that sentence. In fact, we don't even need before. We don't need to say that. Why? Because past perfect already implies that that happened first. Had that relationship finished before we got together? Yes, it had finished. Or, yes, it had. So, okay, I hope you understand now how to use had, have, has, have had, and had had. So write your own examples, positives, negatives, and questions in the comments. I'll correct you. And don't worry, if this is all very confusing to you, it's not just you. When I have a class, I'll usually do a few lessons on past perfect before moving on. So if you're still a bit confused, don't worry. Watch again, take it slow, you will get there, I promise. And if you need extra English practice, you can join this channel as a member or join my Patreon page. You'll find a worksheet for this and many other lessons. The link for signing up is in the description, and I'll see you in the next class.